This is a clarion call. Blow the trumpet in Zion. Sound the alarm on my holy mountain. It's time for all people to awaken from their slumber. This is a time to see clearly the signs of the times.
The addiction of sexting. Why should our children be addicted to participating in pornography? Pornography is an epidemic not only in this country, but in the world. In 2019, among 12 to 17-year-olds, 14% reported sending nude images, compared with 12% 3 years earlier. 23% received them, up from 19%. The steady climb may reflect rising smartphone use and changing social norms. What it certainly reflects, says Justin Patchen of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, is that the current approach to stop this isn't working. According to Christian Headlines, a doubling in the percentage of children ages 9 to 12 who shared their own nude pictures online should spark dramatic action by parents and the entertainment industry alike, says the president of a major media watchdog. A new study of 1,002 minors found that 14% of those ages 9 to 12 said they had shared their own nude picture online, compared to 6% who answered that way 1 year earlier. Meanwhile, 21% of children ages 9 to 12 said they believe it's normal for kids their age to share nude pics online, a significant uptick from the 13% who answered that way the previous year. Among minors who have shared nude selfies, 50% said they shared such a photo with someone they had never met in real life. The study, released last month, was conducted by Thorne in partnership with Benson's Strategy Group, comparing data from October to November 2020 to a similar poll from 2019. According to a nationally representative survey, 84.4% of 14 to 18-year-old males and 57% of 14 to 18-year-old females have viewed pornography. 47% of families in the United States reported that pornography is a problem in their home. Pornography use increases the marital infidelity rate by more than 300%. 11 is the average age that a child is first exposed to porn, and 94% of children will see porn by the age of 14. 56% of American divorces involve one party having an obsessive interest in pornographic websites. With these statistics, you can see why our children see nothing wrong with taking nude selfies. Peer pressure has become so great over the years that so many children fall under its pressure, and so many children end up feeling so guilty they commit suicide. Once the door is open, it is very hard to shut, because pornography damages the brain. It brings about depression and anxiety, and those images are almost impossible to get out of the brain. The more you see, the worse you are, and it eventually destroys you. God did not create us to be filling our minds with these images. It is sin, and sin always destroys. We are finding more and more that those who identify themselves as Christians are becoming less and less. Lawlessness and godlessness are becoming increasingly the way of life. 1 in 5 youth pastors and 1 in 7 senior pastors use porn on a regular basis and are currently struggling. That's more than 50,000 U.S. church leaders. 43% of senior pastors and youth pastors say they have struggled with pornography in the past. 64% of Christian men and 15% of Christian women say they watch porn at least once a month. Only 7% of pastors report their church has a ministry program for those struggling with porn. When sin creeps into the church, it causes a disruption in the body, and It makes the body of the Messiah sick and weak. This is what we are finding today in the church: more sin and less prayer. Our children are now reaping what we have sown, and our society is also reaping from its sins. The only way back is to repent and call on God to help us before we are totally destroyed like other nations and empires that came before us. They all fell, and this is what led to the Dark Ages, when there were no advancements in society except crime and lust and poverty. Today, if you need help, run into the arms of a loving God. Turn to a friend you can trust and confess it all. And if you are that friend that someone turns to for help, then we say this: do not condemn them, but help them to seek help. And always keep praying for them and fighting the spiritual battle. If you are a parent, you need to have talks with your children, and you need to know what they are doing on the internet and on their phones. Punishing them will not help. Only love them and guide them out of their addiction and even their fears.